When everything around you crashes down, markets tanking, plans hitting walls, pressure squeezing from every side, the natural reaction is panic. People freeze, teams scatter, decisions slow to a crawl. It's brutal. Founders feel powerless. Investors get pissed off because their money seems useless. Leaders lose grip, get frustrated, desperate. Sound familiar? This is where most teams fail. They crumble under pressure because they rely on old habits, rigid plans, and top-down commands that don't hold water when the world shifts at lightning speed. But here's the raw truth. Agile teams win when crisis hits hard because they don't scramble to control chaos. They lean into it. They're built to adapt on the fly, to change direction in ways others can't even imagine. This isn't some fluffy concept. It's hardcore survival. The companies that move fast and course correct won't just survive, they'll come out ahead. So how do you actually make your team that team? How do you stop the frustration and turn it into furious progress? First, stop chasing perfect plans. Planning like it's going to save you is just digging your grave. Agile teams don't obsess over an outdated roadmap. They build short, sharp cycles that let them learn right now, adjust immediately. You want your team running shorter sprints that are absolutely ruthless with feedback loops. If you're not iterating weekly, you're dead in the water. Get clarity on what matters this week, lock it down, then don't get distracted chasing 2 quarters ahead. Crisis moves too fast for that. Faster feedback wins. Period. Second, kill the ego-driven control game. Leaders who want to micromanage every step make their people paralyzed. You think your team's waiting around because they don't know what to do? Wrong. They're waiting because they're scared of making the wrong move and getting yelled at. In a crisis, brutal transparency beats politicking every time. Get your people to share what's really happening, boldly, plainly, without sugarcoating, and then get out of the way so they can solve problems. Your job? Clear barriers, align priorities, and push decisions down where the work actually happens. Trust isn't handed out lightly here. Build it by showing you've got their backs when shit hits the fan. Third, embrace brutal prioritization. No, we'll do it all garbage. Crisis means scarcity. People, time, energy, everything's tight. Agile teams win by locking down on what moves the needle right now and brutally dumping the rest. That means saying no faster than your competitors. If it's not adding immediate value, it's dead weight. Cut, and keep cutting until only the critical stuff survives. This feels painful, but it's the only way your team won't drown. Fourth, create loops of real accountability that don't feel like a cage. Agile isn't chaos. It's disciplined momentum. You need clear roles and ownership combined with the freedom to act. If your team's afraid of slipping up, or if accountability is just blame dressed up as policy, they'll freeze. Hold people responsible with respect, not fear. Focus on outcomes, not hours or approval chains. When someone hits a wall, make it safe and required for them to ask for help immediately. Crisis demands speed over pride. Finally, remember this. Agile teams win because they're not individual heroes. They're a unit that's sharper, faster, and smarter together. If your team is isolated, siloed, or chasing personal glory, you lose. Real agility happens when your people communicate openly, challenge each other honestly, and share knowledge like their lives depend on it, because they do. Push for extra meetings if you must. Install daily stand-ups that are brutal with truth, and don't settle for surface-level check-ins. Break the me mindset. Build a team that moves as one, quick and ruthless. If that sounds hard, it is. Crisis will rip apart those who cling to comfort and control, but it'll build those who ditch crap that's holding them back, who brutalize their process to the basics, who build trust like it's oxygen, and who never settle for the illusion of stability. That's why Agile teams win when the pressure's on. They don't hope for calm, they build for the storm. Now, your move is clear. Strip the bullshit, fix your feedback, kill your ego control, cut dead weight, own accountability, and weld your team into a fighting unit. Do it now, because when the shit really hits the fan, it's the only way to come out standing. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and check the featured link to learn more.